Hey all, here are OS Reviews. You're watching our hands-on review of the Status Audio BT1. These are compact folding on-ear style Bluetooth headphones, retailing for 99 bucks, goes on sale for as low as $70 on Amazon, so it's fairly affordable. Now this company is based in New York, and they have gained a reputation over the past few years of making pretty solid headphones and audio products that don't break the bank but still deliver pretty good pure audio quality, so very good value for the money. So here's the packaging. It comes in this hard shell carrying case, and inside we have the BT1s themselves. Comes in a few different colors. This is kind of a brown accent version. Printed and documented pretty well. There's also a cable that you get if you want to use these as traditional wired headphones, a very thoughtful touch. And finally, there's the charging cable, which impressively is using the modern USB Type-C standard. So for charging, this actually supports Qualcomm's quick charge, and they can be topped up in under 1.5 hours, and they will last for around 30 hours of continuous use. Otherwise, the BT1s use 40mm dynamic drivers and also come with Qualcomm's AptX low latency support, which means that there should be smaller lag between video and audio syncing, and it is using the latest Bluetooth 5.0 chips. Taking a closer look at the design of the BT1s first, I have to say that I am a fan. It's got a very simple and minimalistic look, but it's very elegant, a little reminiscent of more expensive headphones from brands like Bang & Olufsen. The construction quality here also feels very solid. The plates of the BT1s are made out of metal, so it's kind of soft with the touch. It's coated in aluminum. The frame here is made out of plastic, but still feels quite solid, and then the top headband here is made out of a synthetic leather material. The headband can be easily extended, but this particular part is made out of plastic as opposed to aluminum, but overall it can fit over pretty comfortably without too many issues, although the default size is quite small, so I would think for most folks they will need to kind of extend it a little bit before resting comfortably over your head. Otherwise, the hinge is very flexible and gives you lots of freedom to move around, get a more custom and comfortable fit, and of course to also fold down ultimately when you're traveling or on the go. Now, as far as keys and controls are concerned, they are all located on the right-hand edge, but they're pretty tactile and responsive. There is the auxiliary input if you want to use these as wired headphones. You also have a play-pause key and dedicated volume keys, and the power on-off switch, which is pretty easy to click on, and afterwards you can see here that it will just turn on and begin pairing with your device. The microphone does mean that you can use this to answer phone calls as well, but the mic quality is only average. It's not really noise canceling, but it works if you're in a relatively quiet space. Finally, on the other side, we simply have access to the Type-C reversible port for charging, and that's it. BT1s are even smaller than the NC80s, as you can see there, which I already consider to be some of the smallest headphones on the market. The NC80s, though, do have active noise cancellation, which the BT1s are missing. Here they are next to Blue Dio's Turbines. These are the T7s, which are the over-ear style headphones, which are more typical, kind of the DJ style. Of course, the cushions are a lot larger, more noise isolating, but also much larger and heavier for transportation. Moving into audio quality and performance, I am very impressed. The BT1s are definitely one of the best sounding on-ear style headphones that you'll find for under $100. It even rivals, I'd say, other competitors and models that you'll find for maybe 2 or 3 times the price. Satisfying and tightly controlled without kind of rattling or bleeding over into the other parts of the music. At the same time, mids are well preserved, giving us plenty of details, especially upper mids and vocals just shine and are very clean and crisp sounding. Treble also sounds very pleasant without being too shrill or harsh, and as you turn up the volume, there's also very little hints of distortion or static in the background. As far as the sound profile is concerned, I would say that they're not necessarily open sounding, but it's also not too recessed or closed off, sits somewhere in the middle, but still is very comfortable even after listening to music for hours and hours. It was able to be used for watching YouTube clips and videos on Netflix, and it was still quite enjoyable. The sound in terms of the actors' mouths and what I was hearing on screen seemed pretty well synced, and it definitely wasn't an issue in terms of still enjoying that content. And because of that really immersive dynamic sound, it's a great companion for watching films and movies with. I would say they get pretty close to being audiophile grade. In fact, I would definitely say that they are high-res audio worthy. The only thing is, if you're comparing them with, say, really expensive audiophile grade headphones from aforementioned brands like B&O, it may still lack a little bit of detail when it comes comes to the trebles, but that's being extremely nitpicky. But for consumers, I would think that this is really good enough, and for sub $100, definitely is one of the most impressive headphones that I've ever experienced. In terms of tracks like pop music, even rock music, acoustic tracks, they all just sound so lively, and it's a huge contrast with the majority of budget pairs I've tried in the same price range. Only con per se is that because of the small on-ear style, and again not having active noise cancellation, if you are a constant road warrior or someone who goes to airports and travels on planes a lot, then perhaps there are some other headphones and models that you can check out that provide more noise isolation or noise cancellation. But I think for the majority of consumers looking for something lightweight for regular commute, primarily focusing on just the music quality alone, these are definitely worth a closer look. And I think the price is definitely a steal considering how good these really sound. So you can check out more details if you're interested in the links down below. These have been the critically well-received BT ones.